Well, I can't say I really know him well enough to determine what he meant by that. After all, you don't even know, and you certainly know him far better than I do, and far better than I ever intend to. However, Jesper Fahey, he seems to be the type of person who... How should I put this delicately? He has a lot of fun with a lot of different people, and people who do that often aren't the most reliable when it comes to remembering their nightly companions. I do realise that he is the type of person to have a lot of fun, as you said. Still, I would have thought that he would at least recognise my face. I thought that, at the very least, he would remember a little or say, "You look familiar." I didn't expect him to just ask me who I was and not even know. Well, if it does bother you that much, I could always do something about it. I don't quite care for the look on your face right now. I've seen some rather concerning expressions from Kaz and from Jesper himself, but that look on your face, that is by far the worst. Oh, please, do you honestly think that I would propose hurting him? Well, actually, that is what I'm proposing. However, it would simply be a slap on the cheek. A very, very hard slap, but still. I really don't think that would be necessary. Although, maybe just keep that in the back of your mind. Oh, certainly. Oh, seems we have a little visitor. And either it's one of our own, or they are doing a very terrible job at sneaking around. Oh, for the love of... Would you come out of hiding now? Your heartbeat is quite erratic. It's getting rather annoying to listen to. Saints! Dear, you look absolutely terrible. Kaz has been running you ragged, hasn't he? No. Well, that's certainly a surprise. However, the night is still young. There's still plenty of time for him to try and kill you. Obviously, I don't mean literally, although it certainly is possible from what I'm learning. Now, why don't you have a seat before you faint? Oh? You don't intend to stay for long? Have you come to deliver a message, then? You simply intended to talk with us. If whatever you want to discuss is what's causing your stress, I doubt that you'll be here for only a short amount of time. You really ought to sit. She means it. You really should sit down. You do look like you're about to faint. Please, just... Here, take my seat. You really aren't looking so well. What is going on with you? You don't feel like yourself. What exactly do you mean? Do you feel ill? I can try and make something for that. Or Nina could try and fix that. You could fix that, couldn't you? Well, I could certainly try, but depending on what it is, I might not be able to do anything at all. Assuming, of course, that is the situation you're in, but based on everything else about you, it seems as if you aren't sick at all. You're just making yourself feel sick with worry. What in saint's name is going on with you? We heard you the first time. You needn't repeat yourself. You aren't feeling quite like yourself. What exactly does that mean? Something feels wrong. Oh, please don't tell me you're going to have a crisis of conscience now. We are in far too deep for you to be doing that. What exactly do you mean by not wrong? What other kind of wrong could there be? You mean to say that something doesn't feel quite normal? So it isn't exactly a bad thing, just an odd thing. Well, don't keep us in suspense. Tell us what is going on. Look, no one else is here. Wylan and I, we can do our best to help you. Truth be told, depending on what is going on, we might be the best people to help you. So just say it. Just let it all out. Well, I could always make you if you don't think you can. Oh. Well, that seemed to startle it right out of you, didn't it? You're beginning to think that something has changed within your heart. Once again, I must ask, this isn't a crisis of conscience, is it? Thank the saints for that. What is it, then? Oh. Oh, is that all that it is? I don't mean to say that you're wrong for being concerned if it's something new to you, but you needn't hide it. Dear, you do realize where we are, don't you? We are in Kirch, more specifically Ketterdam, and even more specifically, the Barrel. I don't believe anyone here would have an issue with this. No, the look on my face, it isn't meant to be negative, it's just I'm surprised that it was something so simple compared to everything else that we've been doing. Literally everything else. I mean, we've been dealing with being criminals, with causing massive explosions. This is certainly a far smaller challenge, and really it's only a challenge for you. For us, we're just moral support, I suppose. Unless, of course, you expect us to advise you about this. Which, I might add, might not be the worst idea possible. Yes, I know it sounds a bit strange, after all. Inej tends to be the most mature out of all of us. She is certainly very serious at times, and she's far more open than Kaz is about things such as this. However, I would like to state that my sexuality is rather similar to yours. I'm attracted to both men and women. I don't know if you have a preference, or if you are attracted to more than just men and women, but I can understand a bit of what you're going through, suddenly questioning all of this. And Wylan slept with Jasper, so he has a bit of experience in that regard. Nina, I told you that in confidence. Oh, please, so few things around here are secret, you really can't trust anyone, not even me. Besides, look at them. They clearly need all the help they can get, and knowing that they are with trustworthy people, at least as trustworthy as possible, will help them relax, all right? Look, their heart rate is going down. They're beginning to feel a bit more comfortable with talking about this. So just trust that I know what I'm doing. All right, fine then, but no going into any other details. Do you understand? All right. First things first. You believe that the identity that might describe how you feel right now is bisexual? You're still uncertain? Can you tell me a bit about what might be causing this uncertainty? Perhaps a lack of experience, a lack of information about the topic? A lack of experience? So I take it then you've never had a romantic encounter with anyone of the opposite sex, have you? I see, and given that you are questioning, is it safe to assume that the same is true about the same sex? That would certainly explain your uncertainty. After all, until you actually experience something like that, everything seems so hypothetical, so out of reach. Until you truly experience it, it's just a little fantasy. And you can explore any number of different things in a fantasy. And, unfortunately, because of that, that does make this situation rather tricky to navigate. Oh no, dear, I'm not saying that I can't help you, it's just... There is a test that I could perform, if you will allow me to do so. It will determine whether or not your feelings are truly real. What will it involve? For our purposes, I believe that it is best if you don't know anything beforehand. You see, with something such as this, you can't have any opinion going into it. If you do, it might cloud your judgment afterward. So I want you to just close your eyes, if you consent, relax, and just breathe. What exactly are you planning to... There now. Did you enjoy that? Oh, please. It was only a kiss. Just relax and be honest with me. Did you enjoy that? You did? Well, then I can confirm that you are most definitely not straight, at the very least. How exactly is that considered a test of any kind? How can you be so certain just because they enjoyed that they aren't straight? What were you thinking, Nina? Wylan, you have quite a bit to learn. You see, there are two things that I am absolutely certain of, based on my experiences in this world. One, waffles are the only perfect thing to ever be created by someone who's not Grisha. And two, anyone who enjoys kissing me is automatically not straight. Well, aside from my lover, however, he is on very, very thin ice. In fact, if he were to join our group, he would be the token straight person who is on very, very thin ice. Ice that is cracking as we speak. Every group has a person like that. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say every group, but it does tend to happen when you have larger groups, such as this. I thought that the person who was like that in our group was Kaz. As I said, Wylan, you still have quite a bit to learn. You're still just so naive, it would seem. Kaz grew up in the barrel. That ice never existed to begin with. And as for you, I knew from the moment I saw you that there was very little about you that seemed straight. And in this line of work, you have to take whatever you can get, whenever you can get it. So if you enjoy boys, you enjoy girls, You enjoy both? Doesn't matter. So long as you enjoy it, and they enjoy it too. Take whatever you can get. Although, if you ever have any difficulties getting what you want, I would be more than happy to provide, so long as you provide a plate of waffles. Are you prostituting yourself for waffles? Right in front of me? Of course. They're waffles, Wylan. So much to learn, this one.